Dirt path, dirt path, dirt. What? How's it going, guys? It's Ryan here, and welcome to the Iceland vlog. Over the summer I went to Iceland and I thought I'd share it with you guys. Let's do it. Alright guys, we've just touched down in Reykjavik. It's like 6:20 something local time. This is what just happened to our trail. That is incredible. If I were a sheep, I would not want to be chilling that close to this thing. What we're doing right now, it's like a little 6-kilometer walk. Look at this, there are sheep right in front of me here. I'll show you guys. Look at them, they're coming at me. Look at the sheep. Uh-oh. You're gonna make it, buddy. Don't lose your friends. This is what it's like to be underneath a waterfall. Okay, that probably wasn't one of my better decisions, but honestly it was pretty cool, it was fun, and you know what? You get a free shower out of it too. We're on top of a volcano right now and we're just totally surrounded by mountains all the way around us. You might not be able to see them, they're super far in the distance, but we will be coming up to some of them. There's some right back there. Totally surrounded by mountains. And then it looks like it's the ocean down this way as well. This is absolutely insane. We're gonna be camping somewhere up here. So this can be unreal. The only downside is it is freezing. It is so cold. Defining Iceland right now. It's amazing though. It is absolutely fantastic. Alright guys, we've made it to the campground and we've probably got like 20 minutes of light left, so we're kind of scrambling just to get the tent set up. And I'm also getting dinner going. Look at this. He's over here with his inflating thermarest and I've got a freaking foam pad. Feels bad, man. Because of the tide, a lot of these chunks of ice, like the one right there, they're moving really quickly down this way, which is towards the ocean, the Atlantic Ocean. And it's really cool to see because when the tide switches again, they'll basically all slide back down into this lagoon. We are at the black sand beaches. Oh, dude, were you gonna tackle me? Okay, no. That is not very nice.
What I was gonna do?
I see you. What were you gonna do?
I had my foot like this.
Oh my god. Neck yourself. 200 meters that way, you've got icebergs, and then go a little further down here and you've got my brother throwing ice in the ocean. Alright guys, I'm going iceberg hunting. This is probably something I'm gonna regret, but you gotta commit. Let's do it.
He's such an idiot.
I just climbed out of that crevasse, and obviously as I was climbing I wasn't recording, but I'm going to record him doing it, or him doing it, and you get to see it. It was one of the scariest things I've ever done, because it's basically just a bottomless pit. If you were to fall, you would most definitely die. A little bit scary, but yeah, I'll show you guys what that looks like. It was incredible. I'm shaking the camera, I'm so cold. Alright guys, so fog has rolled in and it is pouring rain on top of this glacier. It is freezing. And James is yet to climb. He is wearing, behind me down there, he's wearing like a thick wool top, and he's gonna weigh like an extra 50 pounds by the time he gets out of this thing. It is pouring rain, and as you can see, it's just foggy, it's misty. My phone's probably gonna turn off in a second. All the rain, the lens is totally covered. But definitely a pretty cool experience to be caught in a rainstorm on a glacier. Look at my phone, is getting absolutely barraged. You know, I'm gonna turn it off so I don't lose all the footage on it. But this has been an incredible experience to go onto a glacier like this. It is insanity. Look at this. You can't see anywhere. Like, this is the view from before, and it's just nothing but ice right now. Alright guys, it's almost midnight, and there wasn't really anywhere suitable to camp. So we've literally, I can't tell if you can see that at all. That's the highway, and we've actually just parked our car next to the highway, and we are setting up our tent next to the highway. So yeah, this is gonna be a pretty uncomfortable night, to say the least. The other thing to make matters worse is our tent is absolutely soaked all the way through, because it rains almost constantly in Iceland, and we've been basically camping each of the last 3 nights. So yeah, by this point, all of our tent stuff is totally soaked. But yeah, I'm gonna help them set up, and then yeah, I think it's bedtime. Good morning guys, welcome to day 5. I would give, as a comprehensive review to parking by the side of the road and then pitching a tent, I'd give it a solid 6.5 out of 10. The big plus side was a normal campsite here would cost about 50 bucks, and obviously pitching your tent by the side of the road is entirely free. The only real major downside is I was basically sleeping on a bed of rocks, so I am so sore this morning. But other than that, you know, it actually wasn't too bad at all, and it's pretty cool just to wake up and just be in the middle of nowhere. We're gonna pack up the tent, or we've already started actually packing up the tent. Stuff's just out drying, and then yeah, we're gonna get going. Peace. Alright guys, so last time we spoke, I just woken up and we were basically camping by the side of the road, and you know, that first half of the trip was cool and there was like a little bit of an adventure to it, but it was nothing like what's to come. So the second half of the trip starts now. This second half of the trip is where we put all of our food, all of our clothes, all of our provisions, tent, sleeping bags, pots, pans, everything on our backs, and we walk, and I think it's 4 or 5 consecutive days. Now, to make matters even better, day 1 of this hike, which is today, is the worst day by far. We're going up over 500 vertical meters in one day of like just total elevation gain. It is going to be insane with the massive bags, and yeah, that's where we're at. Well, that's not ominous at all. Oh man, this is definitely not at all in the class of easy. Alright guys, we're a little bit past 2.5K, and we've gained a ton of elevation. We started at the bottom of that valley. On the downside of things, it just continues to climb. We're at the 4K mark, still steadily gaining elevation. This view is incredible. And yeah, the one problem we've run into so far is we were told there'd be tons of water all over the trail, so they said don't bring water, and we were stupid and we were like, okay, we won't need to bring water. But I guess that's only in high season, and right now the water levels are low because all the glaciers have melted. And yeah, we're a little thirsty right now and we haven't seen any water so far. Now on the bright side of things, if I turn it around this way, that right there is snow, so you know, it does bode well. We should have water within the next K or so. Alright guys, we found a glacier, and with it we found water, which is a really good thing. We have made it to kilometer 7, so 5K to go. So it's looking to me like day 1 might actually go fairly successfully. We might not die, we might not get rained on. It's looking real good right now. So anyway, I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. I'm just gonna have a little snack, get some water, and then we're gonna resume. Check out this glacier. So there's water running down through it like that, and basically what happened is because the water temperature is warmer than the ice temperature, this massive cave is formed. So, you know, my brother's in there right now. It's probably not the safest thing to go super far, but if you were to go far, you could go all the way up this glacier, and it looks like you would keep going for like hundreds of meters up there. The trek continues. We are at kilometer 10, 2K to go, but we might stop before we make it just to have dinner. The view hasn't really changed much. It's a lot of the same. It's kind of just this massive plateau. All right, guys, we're nearing kilometer 11. We are now walking on a glacier, and it actually goes as far as I can see. So it looks like we're gonna be on here for a little bit, maybe for the whole last kilometer. But yeah, let's do it. 1 more K to go, almost there. All right, this should fall into the category of abundantly obvious, but the wind coming off this glacier is so cold. It's absolutely frigid. Like, I'm wearing windproof stuff and it just whips right through it. This stuff does nothing. It is so cold right now. Guys, we actually made it. Check out that view behind me as well. It's incredible here. And this is where we're camping for the night. I'm just glad we made it, honestly. My legs don't really have too many more kilometers in them. First night dinner is frozen dehydrated pepper beef with rice. I would give this a total of, I'm gonna give it a 5.5 out of 10. It's kind of bland, a little gross, but you know what? It does the trick. All right, guys, so the wind is blowing the tent way too much, so someone has to go out and fix it. And we decided to settle it with a game of cards. I won the game of cards because I'm incredible. These two tied. So they're doing rock, paper, scissors to see who has to go out. And by the way, guys, it is freezing outside. It's windy and freezing, and it's wet as well because we're in a cloud right now. Rock, paper, scissors. Alright guys, we're like 1.5K in, and that does not look good. That is the direction we're heading in. That to me looks like rain. This is how you warm up your feet in Iceland. Look at this, you got waterfall action, you got sulfur, you got mud pots, you got fog, you got ice, you got a river. This is everything. This is the whole Icelandic experience all wrapped into one little area. We've basically snaked all the way down. We were a ways up top there, and we're basically snaking all the way down. We're about halfway down, I would say, maybe a little less than halfway down. And then a little further down, I don't know if you can see it right there, is a stream, and I think we're gonna be crossing that stream in a couple kilometers as well. Yeah, we're gonna keep going. Oh my god, that's so cold. The RS Bro's going now. That is the coldest thing, straight from the glacier. When you first get in, it's cold for like a second, and then you stop feeling anything in your feet. All right, guys, shoes have been attached to our bags, and we're good to go. Should only be a couple K left, and we're all dreaming of dinner tonight. It's gonna be awesome. Guys, I found the sheep. Look at all those chickens. Morale is at an all-time high. I mean, it's kind of warm out, there's no wind, there's a nice view, there's a cool glacier over there. And not only that, but we've made it in record time. I'm super happy about that. It is time, I think, for second dinner. Let's do it. Alright guys, it's just after 10 p.m. I know you won't be able to see me too well because iPhones are terrible in low light. Tomorrow is the easiest day, so it's going to be the hardest day, but because we tacked on an extra 5k at the end of today's hike, tomorrow's is 5k less, so we're only doing like 10k tomorrow, so it's going to be super easy, it's going to be great, and yeah, I'll see you then. Peace. Guys, it is really cold. It's a tiny bit above 0 degrees, and that is coming straight from a glacier. It is thigh deep, and it is way wider than any of the other crossings we've done. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be rough. Guys, I'm not even kidding. That was worse than Canadian winter. Within half a second of being in that water, just your toes in that water, it was absolutely bone chilling. I wasn't recording it at all because the three of us locked arms because the current is really strong. But when we got to the other side, I just collapsed in a heap on the ground. It was so cold and we were all screaming, and oh my goodness, that is not something I would recommend. Alright guys, so if the last place I checked in was kilometer 9, this is at least kilometer 11, so that 10k we were promised is definitely more than a 10k, so much for rest day. But yeah, that's where we came from, and we're just heading this way, and the terrain is exactly the same as it's been the entire time. Every single time we round one of these little mounds, we're hoping to see somewhere we can pitch a tent, but so far, absolutely nothing, so this is looking to be the never-ending hike. But you know, hopefully within the hour we make it and we can actually set up our tent before it gets too windy or too stormy. There are also rain clouds overhead, or starting to come up overhead, so a little worried about that, but you know, we should be good. We've got garbage bags lining our packs, so you know, nothing's actually gonna get wet, nothing's gonna break. So yeah, just a lot of the same. This has been a really, really boring day. It's been mostly flat, it's been plain, and yeah, we're just hoping to make it. Alright guys, I don't really know why we're camped by a body of water, but we are. And yeah, what we're doing now is we're gonna get some food, have some dinner, and then probably just play cards in the tent till it gets dark. Good morning guys, welcome to day 4, the final day of this madness, and this is probably gonna be the hardest day. The cool thing about a multi-day trek like this is that the bags that were absolutely massive on day 1 are probably 30 or 40% easier to carry than they were on day 1 just because of all the food that we've eaten. So it actually, even though it's the longest day distance-wise, it will also be a lot easier on our backs because there's way less in our packs. So anyway guys, let's do it. Alright guys, we're around the 1 kilometer mark. As you can see, we're basically just heading down this fairly steep incline. We basically went through this pass and we're heading all the way down to this canyon right here, and then we're curving down this way. We're basically shirking around the canyon, and then we're gonna walk along the other side. This trail is a little bit difficult, I would say, to say the least. You have to grab onto this chain and then swing across. It is time for the sketchy bridge. Actually, 2 sketchy bridges. Alright guys, around kilometer 3, and a lot more elevation has been gained than we thought we'd be gaining today. As you can see, the canyon sort of long behind us, and we're kind of up on this plateau right now. And yeah, we're gonna continue. So 3k down, 12k to go. 5k down, 10k to go. And the muscle soreness is definitely catching up to me. Oh my goodness, I am losing steam fast. Alright guys, we're at kilometer 8. And my goodness, the fatigue is going strong right now. All of us are low-key dying. Actually, honestly, I'm probably high-key dying. But we managed to find water back this way, which is a lifesaver, because we can't eat any food without water because all of our food's dehydrated. It's in these little packets, and then you add water to them, and then they become actual food that you can eat. Morale has gone from an all-time low to an all-time high. So I will see you guys at lunch. I am really glad we had lunch where we did, because since lunch has ended, all we've done is climb, climb, climb. This guy is the largest by far, the thickest of them all, the Harambe of the streams. Here we go. I'm gonna flip the camera around and do this one. guys, speaking of change of scenery, look at this. Oh, you do not want to run into that. Oh my goodness. Almost just killed myself. But check out this trail. This is barely a trail at all. So apparently the trail is to climb straight up this vertical wall. So yeah, wish me luck, guys. I don't know if I should do this with a phone, probably not. Okay, I think we're good. We're good. We're not good. Oh, I just fell. Okay, I'm gonna stop vlogging so that I don't die. Alright guys, we are less than 20 minutes away, and that is a really good thing because at this point I'm basically just running on excitement to get back into civilization. Oh my goodness. This hike has definitely been a doozy. You know, it's funny because without the bags it would be a piece of cake. Whenever you add half of your body weight in bags and stick them on your back, just everything takes so much more energy. But I am absolutely ecstatic to be almost back. And also look at the view around me, it's pretty incredible as well. Nice little misty glacier up there. Let's keep going, and I will see you guys when we see the hut. Alright guys, what you see right there is the hut. That is the final destination, which means we've done it. Woo! There we go. 55K. Victory is ours. This is an incredible part of the trail. Check this out. There's canyon on both sides, and you have to grapple up those rocks there. So if you did this poorly, especially with big bags, I don't have a bag today because we left our stuff back down there, but if I had a big bag today, I'd be extremely nervous doing this. So anyway guys, I will take you with me. I'm not going to vlog this way because I don't think I want to do that backwards. And yeah, I'll see you in a minute. Look at this. You would not want to slip and fall here. Absolutely not. I think it'd probably be the end of you. Let's tread extremely carefully over this part. Oh my goodness. This is incredible. I'm really glad I don't suffer from vertigo or anything. That would be real bad. I mean, just look over this. Like my foot is right hanging over the edge there. And then it's the exact same on the other side. Alright guys, so about 2 hours ago we started down there. And now we are all the way up here, and that is why it's nice to bring a camera on these things. That's really cool. We can see the starting point, and now we've got the destination. We're just going right up to the top there, and then we're gonna stop for some lunch, and then head back down and catch our bus. All right guys, we've had our lunch and we're on our way back down. It was awesome, the view was incredible. I took some stills of it that I'll show right here. Anyway guys, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you all did enjoy. I know it's different from my regular content, but I thought I'd throw it up on that channel and just see if anyone was interested. Now that being said, I do actually, technically speaking, have a dedicated gaming and vlogging channel. I'll put a link in the description and also you can click on screen and go there right now. It's not currently active, but I have plans for it a little bit later on. The last thing I'm going to mention is some of the clips in this video were a little bit laggy and you might have noticed some continuity issues. The reason for this is about 40% of the clips I actually recorded went corrupt and I could only recover about 20% of them. Those 20% of the clips I recovered all had frame issues, which is why the editing of this video took so long. So anyway guys, hopefully you did enjoy, have a good one, and peace out.